It's the Joel Shit Show featuring Joel Shit. Hi, welcome to the Joel Shit Show. I'm your host, Joel Shit. So last night I went to Nickel City and I saw a bunch of bands and they were all really good. That Eric Finale really knows how to put on a good show. And I ran into a friend of mine that I hadn't seen in a while. I mean, we keep in touch on Facebook, but I haven't actually really seen him in a while. We used to play poker together. And he wants to go be a volunteer at KSCU, and so I gave him the poop. Told him how to do it. So maybe I'll see him in a music meeting sometime. So let's see. One of the acts was Violent Violet, who is this woman with a guitar or a keyboard, depending on the song, but never at the same time, because she's not Bugs Bunny. She doesn't have a tail to hit the drum with. Oh no, wait, Bugs Bunny didn't hit the tail with his... didn't hit the drums with his tail. Bugs Bunny didn't have... just had that little poofy tail. What am I thinking of? But he did play like 7 instruments at once, remember? Oh, he used his ears! He used his ears to play like a tambourine or a bass drum or something, that's right. He played the bass drum with his hands, his paws, and then he probably had cymbals between his knees, and his ears, one ear probably held like a something, and then he hit it with the other ear, something percussion-y, I think. So anyway, Violent Violet was amazingly good. And then there was Mega Moog, and they really impressed me with their first song, and I got so excited and then twittered about it, and then later it was just good. Like, it didn't suck, and it wasn't okay, it was better than that, but like the first song blew me away, and then the rest of the songs were just good. So I ended up liking Violent Violet better, but at the time I was like, oh my god, Mega Moog is the best thing ever. So I don't know. You know, everyone has a good or a bad night, so you can't really judge anything off of one thing anyway. The first act, whose name I can't remember now, and then there was like the something 3 earthquake something, and I can't remember anymore. But the thing is, that's where Twitter comes in handy, because I can send a text message to 4044 and it shows up on my Twitter, and if I add #FB to the end of the message, it shows up on Facebook too. So then I don't have to remember the names of my shows, of the bands I see at the shows I go to, because you can just look on my Twitter at Joel Shit Show and see the bands I was talking about, because I remembered the names of the bands at the time. And then the next one was Kevin Seconds, which was the whole point of the show, and he was fine, but I didn't care. I'd already seen 3 acts. I wanted to play video games, and when you're the only male-fronted act, well, maybe the Huxtables are male-fronted, I don't remember. I didn't stay to see them because I've seen them before, and I had an off-season run in Sim Dynasty, and I wanted to take care of it, and I'd had enough. I played Maximum Hang Time, and I lost to the Bucks like twice before I finally beat them. The Bucks were hard because they kept giving me Vin Baker. The thing about Maximum Hang Time is it's not that you never know who you're going to face off against, so there are easier matchups than others, depending on who you have. And when you have Iverson and Mike Created player, you've got 2 guys that aren't very tall, and so then they come up with Vin Baker and anybody, and then I'm supposed to be guarding Vin Baker, and I don't guard very well in that game. It's just really hard to guard. That's not the point of the game, but the computer players will always, you know, get around you, so it's really annoying. It's fun 2-on-2 if the guy you're supposed to cover is the drone and the guy your opponent's supposed to cover is a drone, because you can just pass it to your drone all day, because your drone can get around the people guys really easy. And I also played Puzzle Fighter. I lost to Chun-Li with Felicia, which was just embarrassing. I was being flashy, and it cost me. I mean, it's no mystery on why it happened. And then I played Gem Fighter with Dan, and I lost to Sakura, who of course is the last character before you beat the game. So frustrating. And even though the game is free, I still don't continue. I'm so funny. What would happen if you try to continue and you pick a different character if you still face Sakura? Because after all, it's a different storyline, right? So I don't know how that works. That's all the time we have today. Visit us on the web at joelshitshow.com. Email joel@joelshitshow.com.